Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Shawn himself, a.k.a. El Hobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand the sport of boxing, there's a lot of frustrated fans, you know? A lot of frustrated fans. They want to see the best fighting the best. They want to see fighters challenge one another. We want to see fighters fight more often. Now, in the past 6 months, I believe so, 6, 7, 8 months, I've been okay with the sport of boxing. I think boxing is in good hands. I don't want to be one of those guys that's always complaining, oh my God, boxing is this, boxing is like back in the days, no. But I understand why there's frustrated fans out there. But what could keep us from being overly frustrated is when we have fighters like Shawn Porter. Now, I feel like all of us are hardcore boxing fans could agree that if all the fighters, at least most of them, got the characteristic of a Shawn Porter, willing to fight anybody, don't give a damn if they in their prime, if you know, if you look at his resume, man, he fought everybody in the welterweight division, especially in the welterweight division. He has fought everybody, from veterans, from guys in their prime, from, you know, defending his titles, earned his titles, lost his titles, or whatever. He fought them all. He fought them all. Probably got the best resume in the welterweight division. And even when Shawn Porter loses, man, he gained more fans. He gains more fans when he loses. When he lost to Keith Thurman, when he gets to Earl Spence, because he gives us everything, blood, sweat, and tears, and fans identify with that. It's no fake when it comes to Shawn Porter. We know exactly what he's putting out there. We know his efforts and things of that nature, and we applaud it no matter what, if he wins or lose. And it's nothing changed. Now, y'all know in the 147-pound division is a prestige division, is a luxury division of the sport of boxing. It got legends like Manny Pacquiao still campaigning. It got pound for pound caliber fighters like Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, and, you know, recently former pound for pound caliber fighter like Keith Thurman. Still got still Danny Swift Garcia, Shawn Porter, and we also got the most interesting and probably the most talked about phenoms in the sport of boxing of late. Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, Conor Benn. Conor Benn, who had a beautiful knockout in the first round versus Samuel Vargas. Conor Benn is also one of the phenoms in the sport of boxing, and probably one of the most dangerous man in the welterweight division. But do that phase Shawn Porter? Not one bit. Now, this is what I like about Shawn Porter. That is different from the other guys, from the other elite fighters. When they asked Terence Crawford about Virgil Ortiz, you know, he's not ready. He's not ready, you know. Boots Ennis, you know, Earl Spence, you know, I beat him up. I don't think he's ready and stuff like that. You know what they talk. You know, gotta prove more. When it comes to Shawn Porter and they mention a young fighter, I'll fight him. I'm willing to fight Conor Benn. This is why we respect Shawn Porter. This is why we love Shawn Porter. I'm willing to fight Conor Benn. He's willing to fight anybody, y'all. He's willing to fight anybody. And look, and even if Shawn Porter doesn't fight him, because he's in position to in the WBO to get a fight with Bud Crawford, he's in a position to get a fight with rematch with Earl Spence, being in the WBC number one and the number one ranked. He's still willing to fight a hungry young lion like Conor Benn. Conor Benn called out everybody after his fight, after his great performance versus Samuel Vargas. He wanted Amir Khan, he wanted Kell Brook. He's willing to fight anybody. He don't want no step up. He's willing to fight anybody. He's ready. He steps up. He already is the one. He said he's the one that steps up to everybody already. You feel me? Conor Benn versus Shawn Porter. The style of that fight, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know. Shawn Porter, ruthless in aggression. He'll bang, bang, bang. He doesn't get tired. Yo, pause. He doesn't get tired. He will go all out. He will slug it out. The fans will stand up on their feet. He will give you a fight. Shawn Porter is the man that has humbled the welterweight division. If you thought that Errol Spence was the man, if he was a head, shoulders above anybody, Shawn Porter humbled you. When you thought that Keith Tom Thurman was head and shoulders above anybody at one time, humbled you. Shawn Porter is the guy that humbles the welterweight division. If Shawn Porter fights Bud Crawford, you think it's going to be easy? No, nothing is easy when it comes to Shawn Porter. Especially, I'm going to tell you right now, Shawn Porter is the biggest test in the welterweight division, and everybody knows that. Even Manny Pacquiao knows that because, you know, Shawn Porter used to be the sparring partner of Manny Pacquiao. Conor Benn is also ruthless and aggression. Shout out to his pops, Nigel Benn. Ain't nothing sweet about these guys right here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing sweet about this. You're going to see a war if these guys get in the ring together. And the hungry, and Shawn Porter's still hungry as well. Whoa! Whoa! And I give him more props for giving the young buck a chance, just like veterans like Paulie Malignaggi gave Shawn Porter a chance. Again, Shawn Porter been in the ring, Devin Alexander, Julio Diaz, Paulie Malignaggi, Keith, Spence, Berto, Formella, who Conor Benn beat so that they could gauge that performance. This fight will be an all-out war. This fight, I'm going to tell you like this. Conor Benn and Shawn Porter will be fight of the year. Fight of the year. I put anything on it. Fight of the year. It will go to war. It will be serious. It will be the most entertaining fight you probably going to see in recent time. Shawn Porter's still in his prime right now. And still willing to give it his all if Bud Crawford or Earl Spence doesn't step into the plate. Step into the plate. You understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to rephrase it. Step into the plate. Yeah, baseball term. Conor Benn is willing to fight Shawn Porter. Is Eddie Hearn willing to put Conor Benn versus Shawn Porter? Why not? Why not? One thing I'm going to say about Conor Benn, it's not a critique or anything like that, but I hope that Conor Benn moves his training camp to America. I think over here it has better work. I think he will grow. He's already have grown substantially. Conor Benn has grown very, very rapidly, probably more than any other boxer in the sport of boxing. His growth is out of this world. I think he will be better in training here, just like a lot of people from across the pond. You know, the Triple G's, he trains here. Even Tyson Fury, he trains here. It's just a different level of competition in terms of preparation. And, you know, not saying the UK there is no, I'm not saying that, but I just feel that is a better work out here. And Manny Pacquiao fights here. It doesn't move his training in the Philippines. A lot of people outside and the great and prime fighters from the outside, they move their training camp here. Like Lennox Lewis did it here as well, you know. And I think it will help Conor Benn a lot if he does move his training here and get the sparring partners here. And you know, I just think so. I think so is my opinion. But I think that's one thing about Conor Benn I would like to see. But what y'all think about this fight, y'all? Conor Benn, Shawn Porter. Man, Shawn Porter, man. Yo, this is why we respect Shawn Porter. This is why we respect Shawn Porter. And these guys, I believe, got the skills and talent. They got the tools in the toolbox not to keep stepping up in fights. Yo, greatness. You want to accomplish greatness, you got to do great things. A lot of great fighters did it when they was young. Just like Cassius Clay for Sonny Liston when he was young and nobody thought he was going to win. Look at Teofimo Lopez and he fought Lomachenko. They thought he wasn't ready. He was too green. We seen Oscar De La Hoya when he fought the Camacho, when he Pernell Whitaker and Julio Cesar Chavez at the age of 24. Yo, I think it's doable. It's doable. Look at Wilfred Benitez. Look at all these look at all these great fighters in the history. They fought those challenges when they were young. They stepped up to the plate. But it also takes that veteran. It also takes that prime fighter to give these young fighters a chance. And thank you for Shawn Porter for stepping up, because I don't know if Keith Thurman, I don't think he's going to step up. I don't think Earl Spence will step up. I don't think Bud Crawford will step up. I don't think Danny Garcia. At least Shawn Porter is stepping up just like other veterans have stepped up when he was an upcoming fighter and they gave him a chance. to be tested and to match the expectations. I love this. I love this welterweight division, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'm all right. If we can't get Bud and Spence, I don't give a damn. There's so many great things happening in this division. There's so many great things happening in the sport of boxing. So for how I started, there shouldn't be no frustration in the sport of boxing. We get frustrated for a period, for period of time, just a little bit. But right now, the sport of boxing is so good, nobody really should be frustrated. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.